What up, everybody? It's your boy, Superwoman. Not, of course, I'm not Superwoman, but we have got Superwoman right here with us, aka Lily. How are you today?
I'm good. Let me just. What up, everyone? It's your girl, Superwoman. Good effort, sir. Good effort. Good effort.
Thank you. I tried. But there you go. And so I'm here with Lily today, and she's here in the UK. So tell us, what are you doing here, and how's it been for you?
After making YouTube videos, my family kicked me out of my house, so I decided to come to the UK. No, I'm kidding. I'm here working on a project with someone who's become a very good friend of mine that I can't tell you too much about, but it's exciting. You'll find out soon. And I'm just here visiting friends and my one Masi who lives in South Hall.
Southall.
There it is.
All right, nice one, nice one. And now I'm going to talk to you about our good friend from the UK, Inquisitive Illustration.
Sure.
I've seen on your Instagram you've been taking photos, dressing up like him, and you look like twins. I'm not going to lie.
This is the confusion. He actually dresses up as me. Right? I had the eyeshadow beard from birth. Okay. And he grew into that. He's trying to be me. That's basically what it is. Don't get confused.
There you go. Lily said it. Right, okay, so how I know you and Inquisitive, you've done some collaborations in the past as well. Of course, representing Inquisitive, representing the UK, you represent Canada.
Right.
And you did like an art collaboration competition kind of thing. So tell us a bit more about that, and how did you kind of get into touch with Inquisitive and start that off?
Right, so about 2 years ago I did a series of Christmas collaborations, and I needed one more person. I wanted them to be kind of different because I collaborated with a bunch of YouTubers, a bunch of musicians. So I thought, you know what, I want an artist, because to be honest, I don't know any other artist. He's probably the only artist I know. Yeah. So I thought it'd be really cool if I was ranting, my usual rants, and he was illustrating alongside. So I thought that was really cool. So I messaged him, and sure enough, in his super gentleman British fashion, got back to me and was like, "Hello, Lily," and was like, "What's up, mate?" and things, and I'm like, "Hello." So that's how that started, and he was just super professional and super creative, and I really enjoyed working with him because I have this thing where I like to work with people that are equally as passionate about me. Whatever they're doing, as long as they're passionate about it, and I could see that. So, and then yeah, he surprised me at Capital. Do you see what just happened there? Capital Pangra. Do you see what's happened there?
It's coming out.
Allow it, bro. Okay. So he made me an illustration and surprised me at one of my gigs in London. And then yeah, since then we've just been doing things together because I just love what he does.
Absolutely. And by the way, Inquisitive is actually with us right here. Hello.
You can pay me later.
He's there. He's going to pay her for saying all that. Maybe. But anyway, so Wicked, so that's you in the UK. You've done, so we talked about collaborations briefly, and you also have collaborated with the other Canadian YouTube superstars who are Just Rain, you've got AK Amazing, and you featured in their videos as well, haven't you?
Yes.
So are you doing anything more with them, and how's your kind of relationship with the other guys?
To be honest, I think it goes without doubt saying that both AK and Just Rain were on YouTube way before me. So it goes without saying that they are definitely inspiration to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, they were like the pioneers of whatever they did. I started afterwards. Having said that, I've collaborated with both of them. I think they're really cool guys. I try to kind of set myself apart just because my goal isn't to necessarily be only for Desi people, not to say they are, but I try to kind of make my comedy, my videos apply to everyone on a more global basis. So they're really cool guys. If they ever wanted to work with me, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but yeah, they're really cool.
Right, okay, so next I want to ask you about the things you've been doing recently. I mean, I follow you on Instagram, of course, you're very entertaining to watch, I'm not going to lie. And I can see that you've been in a film recently, or you filmed for the film, and in there is Kunal from The Big Bang Theory.
So excited.
What? So tell me about that. And you're homeboys now, aren't you? Homeboys, homegirl.
Oh yeah, he's like my bloke and things. I don't know what that means, so let's just go with that. He's like my mate and things, isn't it? But like, he's honestly so sweet. I did film for a film, as you said.
Okay.
It's gonna be premiering in Toronto in September. It's called Dr. Cabby, and it's a Vermani film. I don't know if you're familiar with Speedy Sings. I don't know if it released yet.
Yeah, for sure.
Vinay Vermani is featuring in it. He's a star.
Right.
It has Kunal Nair, as you mentioned, who's Raj from The Big Bang Theory, and also Adrian Pleaky. I don't know if she's the girl from G.I. Joe, basically. Super hot, made me super insecure, but it's all good.
I'm sorry. No, you're hot, super hot.
So rude. So rude. I'm kidding. No, but it was really fun. I was actually taken aback by how humble Kunal is. To me, I think I was fangirling most over him because I watch his show all the time at home. My mom's a super huge fan as well. So meeting him, I was kind of nervous and like, oh, I'm going to be on set with him. And the first day I went there, my first time on set, first time in a film, first time meeting him, he just made me feel super comfortable. And I can say, aside from even being an actor or someone who's a celebrity, as a person, probably the nicest person I've ever met in my life.
Very good. And I'm going to ask you one question. Could Kunal actually speak to you? Because we all know in The Big Bang Theory, if you watch it, he can't speak to girls.
To be honest, he's quite charming. I'm not gonna. He's very charming as a person. He's actually the only thing that's similar between Kunal and Raj is that they're nerds about Star Wars. He likes Star Wars in real life as well.
Perfect for the role then, wasn't it?
I did walk away, but then when I returned, I was like, he's actually really, really charming.
Absolutely.
And another thing is his accent is not fake. That is his real accent.
It is real, isn't it?
Yeah.
I heard it was real.
Yeah.
Genuine guy then. You like genuine people, don't you? All right,
love real people.
Exactly, and I've seen a lot of your videos. You talk about how you love a person or people that are really genuine, they're really upfront, and they're really true about what they are. Now, you've probably been meeting a whole load of new people. I mean, what's it been like for you? Like, it must be really overwhelming because you've been involved in so much. And how's the journey been for you?
To be honest, this is gonna sound very unicorn-like. I'm okay with that. But when I meet people, I don't really judge them based on how they are. They could be rude, they could be obnoxious, they can be whatever they want to be. I appreciate the realness in people. So if you are true to who you are, I can't appreciate anything more than that. And meeting people, he's like, that is I. That is I. But, meeting a whole bunch of people, you will meet a few people who will say things because they think it's the right thing to say, or they'll say things to you because they think it's going to get them somewhere. And I've always appreciated people that are just very real. So meeting people is always a blessing just because I feel like everyone has their own story.
Yeah. This
is very going to be like an Oprah moment, but I'm going to go with it.
Let's do it.
I appreciate that people have their own story. So wherever they are in their life and they come to meet me, I like to think about that when I meet them, that this person is this way because of so and so and so.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I always remember that when I meet new people. And
nice.
To be honest, I just love meeting people. I don't care. I don't really care.
So do I.
I just love friendship.
That's fine. So now I'm going to talk to you about... we've talked about Superwoman, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about Lily.
Okay.
Let's talk about you. Who's that? Shamur. So I want to ask you about yourself and what do you like to do in your spare time? I mean, I know you're a big fan of Bhangra and you used to do Bhangra yourself.
Yes.
And did you have?
You've done your research.
I know,
right? Good job.
Thank you.
Wow.
So tell us a bit more about that. I mean, what do you like to do in spare time, and how do you do things on a day-to-day basis?
To be honest, there's very little difference between Superwoman and Lily, and a lot of my friends can vouch for this when they say she's exactly the same person. The only difference is Superwoman, obviously, when she's on stage, she's performing, so she's slightly more exaggerated, but even off camera, I'm equally as weird. So don't be confused thinking I'm a normal human being, because I'm not. I'm not even close to a normal human being. So Lily and Superwoman love the same things. I love meeting new people. I love to travel. I love Bhangra as well, all types of music. And to be honest, just entertaining, all types of entertainment, whether it's through music, through acting, through hosting, through motivational speaking. I love speaking at schools and such, so things like that.
And you have hosted a few events as well, haven't you?
I've hosted quite a few. I've hosted everything from Bhangra competitions to people's weddings, just really random stuff, things that I probably should not even be hired for. So spend your money more wisely, people.
But you like it and you enjoy it.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah.
Nice. And so your YouTube videos, you've got this whole massive following, and you got fans. You got fans. Thank you. You got fans all over the world.
Yes.
You got UK fans. You're here today. You must have been bombarded. Have you been bombarded yet with fans?
To be honest, I haven't really explored as much yet. I got recognized like here and there a few times, but I don't like the word bombarded. It sounds so negative.
Oh,
bombarded.
Yeah. Okay.
I like more so
graced.
That's good.
With
graced.
Fans.
Hugged.
Free hugs. She's got a badge on which says free hugs.
Always and forever. No false advertisement.
Positivity, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, like I said, so fans all over the place, India, everywhere really. So do you get like the fan mail, and do you get contacted like crazy by your fans and showing you mad love, and what's it like?
I've been very blessed in that sense, so I do have a very, very supportive fan base. I do get fan mail from people who want to waste a stamp on me. I appreciate that. Otherwise, yeah, like when I go even in Toronto, as you lot say, Toronto. When I go, like even if I go to the mall or shopping center or whatever, if everywhere I go, I'm on that. I'm on that. Gal them on a hype thing, innit? Gal them on a hype thing, innit?
Zup.
What?
Oh, sorry, Zup. Zup. As
you mean Zup?
Zup? Oh, you do Zup.
There it is. Yeah, I invented that. There you go. It's all good. Copyright.
We do Zup.
You can send me a check in the mail. It's fine.
I will do.
But yeah, no, I've been very blessed in that sense where people do approach me, and that's the thing. I actually really like meeting people in person. A lot of people ask me, when you go places and people approach you, doesn't it get a bit annoying? Yeah. And I can honestly say, not even because there's a camera here, you're here. I absolutely love it, because when you're making YouTube videos and people are commenting, sometimes you forget that that's a real person writing the comment. You see a bunch of words and comments, and it's on the internet. But when I go across the world, say to the UK, and someone approaches me and says, you know what, your videos have made such a difference to me. That's a real person saying it to you. It's so overwhelming. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's almost like your videos are like a daily medicine for people.
Exactly. People message me and say, you know what, like I was in a really dark place and your videos.
Right, we're going to get to that. You said it was a really dark place. You mentioned that, and now I know you did upload your little illustration video, and it was seeing you in a completely different light because it was a serious kind of tone. It was more deep and emotional, and you shared that with the world, and you talked about how you went into a really dark place.
Right.
And now here you are, a completely different person, positive. So what made you upload that to the public?
To be honest, I just told you earlier that I really, really like real people. Having said that, I'm not a hypocrite. I love to be real to people, and I feel like if I'm in a position where I have a fan base that views my videos, and I get emails on the regular, I have an email account called superwomanfans@gmail.com.
Okay.
You can email me, and a lot of people send me messages that are like, you know, I'm dealing with this issue, and they give me a lot of specific issues, and unfortunately because of the amount I get, I can't always respond to all of them. So what I try to do is give general messages in my videos of positivity, one love, things like that. So when I get all these emails, I thought, you know what, I have something to offer and experience. Even if people are going to frown upon it or judge me upon it, you know, I'm proud of what it is, and if it can help someone, by all means. So I uploaded it solely based on the fact that afterwards, a lot of people were like, you know what, I can so relate, and this so helped me.
And you've also got Ask Superwoman as well, so people can actually contact you and you will answer
so
as many questions as you can.
So what Superwoman stands for is to relate to real people. I don't do anything that's artificial. I don't make up things. Everything in my videos is absolutely real. I don't swear in my videos. I don't swear in real life. That's who I am, is who you see on the video. So
she's so real. It's crazy. She's so real. Okay, and I'm going to just finish off by asking you to give us the top 5 Superwoman quotes or sayings or, you know, catchphrases that you like. You mentioned zoop.
Yeah.
What else you
got? You can count them,
right?
Because I don't think I can multitask that well. But okay, so the first one, the one that everyone always tweets me. It's really weird. People tweet me saying, "What up, everyone's your girl Superwoman?" I'm like, is it? Is it? Are you?
Are you?
Are you, mate? Are you Superwoman? But so, what up, everyone's your girl Superwoman? Don't do it. This guy.
Thank you.
So good. Punjab2000.
Yeah.
I endorse.
Thank you.
My manager's shooting me right now from Toronto.
Zop. He's zopping.
Zop.
Yeah. Okay.
Shmur is definitely one. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I do this quite a lot in my videos when I'm talking to myself. I go, "Hi, hello, how are you?" But no one's there. I do that quite a bit.
It's the person that's there with you, the imaginary.
What's the last one? What's your favorite Superwoman
I'm going to tell you straight up.
Okay.
I had it in my head right now. Where's it gone? Oh yeah. What up, t-shirt reference?
Okay, there it is right there.
That's what I'm saying.
And you know what? I really, really like your bright, colorful personality.
Thank you.
What up, t-shirt reference?
Oh!
See that done there?
She went there.
She just turning in there. It's just turning in there.
And your t-shirts are on point all the time. Like a boss one. I love the like a boss one.
I do appreciate it.
Where'd you get all your t-shirts from?
I get them from, I don't know if you have Blue Notes here or Hot Topic.
Oh no, we don't.
They're basically those stores that every other person would walk by because they're like, whoa. And my mom just won't even go in because she's just absolutely terrified of everything in the store. But that's where
I love it.
I love it.
I love it, yeah. So coming to your videos, I'm sure you're a one-man band at home. I don't actually know. Are you
one woman band?
I mean, one woman band, of course. One single woman band. Sorry about that.
Yes, I do write all my own content. I do shoot and edit all my videos, with the exception of a few. One of my most popular videos, Arranged Marriage, Mad Tatter Films from the UK.
Representing his here as well, Mad Tatter
Films. He actually recorded. So sometimes if I have a concept that requires someone else to record, they will. Yeah. But usually my regular Monday and Thursday video, or for you, probably Tuesday and Friday because I'm always late, is shot, edited, recorded, everything by myself, yeah.
And do you have a background in that area, editing and filming?
Not at all. I have a psychology degree, which pretty much means
I was going to ask you,
nothing.
Psychology. So psychology to video editing.
Yes.
And
so it has no relation at all. I have a psychology degree.
Well,
I do nothing with it. I make videos now. I have no background in making videos or anything along those lines. It's really just me wanting to be creative and being like, okay, let's learn this now. And I've had many frustrating nights of my programs just closing and not knowing what's happening, and many nights. So
what's your tool, man? What do you use?
I use Final Cut.
Final Cut.
And if you're watching this, Final Cut maker people, I hate you.
Why?
Kidding. I don't hate you because I don't believe in hating people, but I strongly dislike you.
Oh, why? What's up?
I feel it crashes like its job. Like that's what it's designed for. Every time I'm 2 seconds away from like finalizing that video, just
got a command Apple save. Apple
I
S?
didn't even know. It just frustrates me so much.
Yeah, right.
It's
Gotta
so
save it. Gotta save it.
Yeah.
But so in terms of concepts now, Who comes up with the concepts for your videos? Is it you, yourself, and what's the thought process behind it?
You know what it is? There's been many Mondays and Thursdays where I'm literally sitting there being like, oh my god, you're a failure. You can't even make a 3-minute video. You suck. You can't do anything. But it's a lot of stuff that's just for my daily life. So I'll go to the movies and the person sitting beside me will annoy me and I'll be like, you're going to be the reason for my next video. So many things like that happen. And I just really think, like I mentioned earlier, things that people want to say, but maybe aren't necessarily comfortable saying.
Yeah.
A lot of my videos are based on why I can't get married, why brown girls this, why brown girls that. Maybe a lot of brown girls feel they can't say those things. So I'm like, oh, I'm on that. I'm going to say all of this.
Exactly.
You're a bag of chips right now. So.
And you're a female as well. So, like you said, we mentioned AK Amazing and Just Rain.
Right.
And they were there before. And then you came out with this female twist on things.
Right.
Oh, what was that like for you? Pressurizing? Or?
You know what? I feel like it's really important because I feel like that female take on things, especially within the South Asian community, is a bit limited, especially when it comes to things that are so natural and that should be discussed that people feel a bit intimidated to discuss, such as, you know, dating. Ooh, yes, we date. Believe it or not, it happens. But people don't want to discuss that. And I feel like I want to be that person that's just like, it's okay to discuss this and we don't need to shy away from it because these things are part of our life.
Full on YOLO.
YOLO, bruv.
So
you know what I mean,
talk about it.
That's what it is.
Absolutely.
I feel like one of the issues, not issues, but something that us South Asians are very prone to doing is when we have an issue and we shy away from it, so we don't want to discuss it, and we hope that that'll just sweep under the rug and it'll be okay. But I think the answer is to actually look it in the face and address those issues, which is another thing I did address in my Draw My Life video, issues such as like mental illness or depression, things like that. A lot of South Asians aren't very cool to discuss that. They're kind of just like, oh, my kid, something might be wrong with them. Let's just totally ignore it. And it shouldn't be like that. You should look at those issues and address them, right?
I feel that. Totally feel that. Yeah. Okay. And now let's go back to your very first video.
Right.
Very first one. Do you remember what it was?
I do, yes. Okay. Do you know what it is?
I don't know. I don't know if I would. What was it? Tell me.
Okay, so my very, very first video was actually a spoken word piece. It's actually not up anymore.
Okay.
And that's actually a really big reflection of how I've progressed as well as an artist, okay, as I like to call myself. But it was a spoken word piece and it was very, very religious based. And it's not because I don't believe in it anymore, but I decided I don't want to stand for anything that caters just to one group of religious people. I want to be more global, and that's something that has progressed over time, as I mentioned. My first comedy video was Official Guide to Brown Girls.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
you can learn a lot from that.
And it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess, editing-wise, recording-wise, everything-wise, and it was just not funny at all.
Were you nervous when you first uploaded it? Because this is the first time that the world has seen you on YouTube.
You know what? I don't even recall it was so long ago. I know when I uploaded it and it got like 60 views, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna quit school and quit my job because like, mom, I'm famous. Just don't even, like, I thought it was so cool. But when I uploaded, I was really overwhelmed. I remember it hit, I specifically remember I was at my friend's house and I was watching it, and this is when I could still afford to have notifications on my phone. Now if I have that, it'll just explode. So when I still had notifications, I remember it was going ding, ding, and I was like, oh my god, if this hits 1,000 views, I'm gonna buy everyone ice cream, be so excited. And to think that now, you know, I have some videos that are over 1 million, I just feel so blessed based that I started from that. So
started from the bottom, now we're here.
That's what it is.
What up, Drake reference? Thank you. So, Lily, do you have any advice for any young people out there that will watch you and anything that they can learn from you?
Don't learn my dress sense, that's for sure. Don't do that.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Swag. Capital S.
So many brownie points.
I like brownie points too.
Brownie points, so good. So nice, so class. But honestly, my piece of advice would be, whatever it is you're doing, whether it's filmmaking, being an artist, singing, whatever your passion is, I need to know when you put yourself out there, there are people that are going to wake up in the morning to write something bad about you, to hate on you, especially on the internet. And something I've learned is that when you love doing something, you have to love it more than you're scared of what other people will say. And that's something that's really, because you know, people write some really terrible things on the internet about me all the time. Cut your hair, you witch, da da da. But like deep down inside, I know you wish you were Rapunzel. So does this bother me? Not really. So it's very just about remaining positive and remaining humble. It's you know, when I first started, I was that person. I was like, oh, I'm gonna reply to this comment because I have the perfect. It's not about that, because it's about just remaining positive, keeping the negativity out, and believing what you do. Absolutely. That's all it is.
And you mentioned humble.
Yes.
This brings us on to Humble the Poet.
Guy, professional interviewer over here. God, oh my God.
Thank you. So Humble the Poet, you've done collaborations with him as well. Now his art, his creative talent is something different. It's writing, rapping, and of course you're more acting, YouTube.
Right.
So it's kind of a different collaboration, but not different because you're still creative.
Right.
So how did that come about? Because you've been in his morning video as well, and that's a nice song. That. So tell us about that.
To be honest, Humble was one of the first people to ever contact me in the industry, dare I say, but he was the first person to ever reach out to me and be like, hey, like, I've seen your stuff, I love what you do, and I would love to. This was early on, like probably when I released my 3rd video, and I remember being like, hello, is this Humble the Poet? I was like freaking out. I remember this, and now I can just call him up and be like, what do you want? Right? And he's honestly, I feel like aside from everything else he does besides his rapping and what else, his talent is being real. He's one of the realest people I know. He's very genuine. I'm sure you can tell from his blogs that he writes as well on his Facebook fan page. He's just very intellectual, very in touch with himself and in touch with, he's not fake at all. He knows who he is, he accepts it, he knows where his flaws are, he knows where his positives are, and he's so in tune with himself. I absolutely love working with him for those reasons, because he's so real, and he's one of those people that's also passionate about what he does. So we can sit down, whether it's for leisure, for business, whatever, and we'll have such an enlightening conversation, always. Always. That's a good thing about Humble.
So you have a lot of similarities then?
We do have a lot of similarities, yeah. And I feel like that's the case with a lot of people I work with, whether it's, people you mentioned, Mad Tatter, Inquisitive, Humble, anyone I work with, if you're passionate about what you do and you have that drive, I love it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
And if you're Akshay from Punjab2000 and you have a drive for that and you research my videos, I love that too.
Thank you. So, the last thing, where can we find Lily, aka Superwoman?
Okay. So probably in the unemployment line in Toronto. Kidding. Now, you can find me on YouTube, any social media there is, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Keek, Instagram, whatever. It's IISuperwomanII.
What's II, by the way?
I knew you were going to ask that. I was just waiting for that. The truth is,
right.
I'm going to tell you the truth and the lie that I say in interviews.
Okay.
Okay, the truth is that all the other usernames were taken. So when I went, I was like, Superwoman, damn. X, Superwoman X, damn. Yeah. And I was trying all these things and it wouldn't work. So I was like, okay, I, Superwoman, II. Now the lie is, the lie which we're going to go with, yes, right. Is that it's very empowering to have the IIs there because, like, so I am brave, I am beautiful, one of the hardest lessons I ever learned in my life, true story, is that it doesn't mean you're selfish if you put yourself in the center of your life. So you have to love yourself, be very about yourself, and so that's why the IIs. And I'm very happy that of all the usernames I could have picked, like Superwoman123, I went with IISuperwomanII, so that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, nice one. So do follow Superwoman. You'll see a lot of funniness, a lot of talent, a lot of colourful activity. Should we call it colourful activity?
Let's do it. A lot of unicorn happiness.
Unicorn happiness. So do follow. Love it, y'all. All right, anyway, that's been Superwoman. That's been Lily. And, thank you very much for having some time out.
Thank you for Punjab2000 for coming out and waiting for me as I was late because I'm Daisy and I'm never on time. How girls get ready. What up?
What up? Thank you very much. And we're going to sign out now. What's the thing?
One love, Superwoman. That is a wrap and zoop.
Peace out.